Hey, this is Jon Acuff from the internet. And today I got a great question from Kirstin Calloway Smith. And she said, how do you change direction without it looking like failure? I think the answer there is to understand what you mean by failure. I think a lot of times you get in the middle of a dream and you learn something new about where you're headed or where you're going to end up, and so you change direction. And that's not a failure. That's learning information you couldn't have possibly had unless you started and took some steps. I always think about my daughter's art class. My 8-year-old takes art. And anytime they draw something or paint something or create something that doesn't end up going where they thought it would end up going, maybe the lines weren't right, the picture didn't come out the way they thought it would, they call them a learners. That's a learner. They don't call them plural that was a mistake. I just learned in the middle of telling you about learning. It's an inception kind of learning moment, but they call it a learner. It wasn't a failure. So I think I'd challenge you to change that definition. I think that when you get in the middle, you often figure out you need to change direction, and that's not failure, regardless of what it looks like. And you get to determine what matters. I think that's the other thing, is that whose definition are you going to use? The definition you have, or what it looks like to other people outside of your circle of friends or outside of your life. You get to decide what's a failure and what's a learner. So I hope that helps. Thanks for the question.